I had it all: status, power, wealth. The world bowed, and I believed I deserved it. Until the day I learned the truth, nothing collapses faster than an empire built on ego. I became human resources manager of a thriving metals company in the middle of a recession. The irony wasn't lost on me. No people skills, no HR experience, just an arts and drama degree and a powerful family connection in top management. I wielded my new authority like a blunt instrument, hiring and firing on a whim, purging anyone who questioned me. Rules didn't apply to me. I cut corners, silenced concerns, and, God help me, enjoyed firing people. Meanwhile, my husband sat at home in his wheelchair painting quietly. The stroke had stolen his body, but not his patience, not his skill. Then disaster struck at work. Lawsuits, quality control disasters, wrongful dismissals. Investors fled. When the axe finally fell on me, it left no room for dignity, no recommendation, no safety net. 4 months later, my savings evaporated. We lost the house, the cars, and by then I had burned every bridge with family and friends. Only one place remained: the homeless shelter. Denial, desperation, depression. I drowned in them. Then my husband died in his sleep. Peacefully, they said, as if that softened the blow. My daughter wept behind thin curtains, her grief silent, her anger louder than words. My son vanished into the night. He joined a gang, started robbing people. And my daughter? She stopped speaking to me altogether. When she finally opened up, she showed me a pile of beautiful art which her father painted for her. Turns out when I was away at work, he taught them how to sketch, supervised their homework, attended their school events, spoke to them about his illness and how sketching helped him cope with stress. Painting distracted him from anxious thoughts, and he listened to music because different sounds and frequencies soothed his pain. What? Where was I all along? Shame ate me alive. One fateful day, my son crossed a line even criminals understood. He robbed an elderly man, shoved him to the pavement, snatched his phone. What he didn't know? His gang had one unbreakable rule: you don't touch the old. They beat him within an inch of his life. Fast forward to the hospital. White walls, the stench of antiseptic, the muffled sobs of strangers. My son lay in one ward, broken and bleeding. And in the next? Rob's father. Rob, the man I'd fired years ago for taking too many sick days. The man now staring at me with venom in his eyes. You destroyed my career. His voice trembled with rage. And now your son assaults my father? I opened my mouth. No defense, no excuse. Then the doctor pulled me aside, his voice low, clinical. Your son lost both eyes. Blunt force trauma. The world tilted. My knees threatened to buckle. Number, not like this. Not after everything. I had no words. Only pain. A crushing, suffocating shame. God, let the ground swallow me whole. I collapsed. The following week, I got life-changing news: a job offer. The weight of it all, the shame, the disbelief, the dizzying rush of emotions, buckled my knees. One moment I was standing there, struggling to process Rob and his wife's job offer, and the next, the world tilted. My vision blurred as tears spilled over, hot and unchecked. I cried uncontrollably, my body shaking with sobs I couldn't contain. Shame is not something you can simply shrug off. It clings to you, whispers in your ear, twists every kindness into something sinister. So when they offered me a job at their civic organization as an arts teacher, my mind spun with suspicion. Was this a trap? After everything, after all my mistakes, why would they trust me with this? Were they just trying to give me false hope, to watch me fail again? The questions tore through me, sharp as glass, and as I lay there on the ground, gasping for air between sobs, I realized this wasn't just about the job. It was about whether I could ever believe in myself again. I taught drama, painted with teens, watched them bloom, and slowly so did I. Then came invitation to community talks. I stammered, I was a cold-hearted manager, a mother who ignored her children. I lost my job, my husband, and my son's sight. But I found a reason to wake up again. Then it dawned on me, my estranged mother, my family, how much distance has been created? Fast forward to a month and I'm walking hand in hand with my mother and she whispers, "You were always my treasure, Lucy. I never stopped loving you. In life we all fall, but the lucky ones rise again." Funny how the universe humbles you. The higher you climb on the backs of others, the harder the ground hits when they step aside. The tragedy wasn't losing everything. It was realizing I'd built my kingdom on sand and called it stone. I used to measure my worth by my wealth. Now, I measure it by love, time, and the lives I touch. I'm no longer chained to what I owned, but soaring in what I give.